First thing we want to share with you guys, and we're going to be focusing on, is our mental health. And one of the things that we do with Chris to keep ourselves healthy mentally is to stay grateful. It's so important to see in the midst of anything and whatever circumstances, especially right now that we're going through quarantine and all this time that we're facing right now, to look for the good on things, like to be grateful for what you have. And this is something we do every single day with Chris. When we wake up and before we go to bed, is to realize the beautiful things that we have. And we say at least 3 things that we're grateful for in the morning. And then at night, we ask each other what nice things happened during the day. At least 3 things that we can highlight. And this, I feel, that is really helping us stay positive and have the good mindset during this time.
It's a nice way to start and end the day. You start the day thinking, okay, what are 3 things you're grateful for? And then at the end of the night, literally we're in bed going to sleep, lights off, and we say, what are your 3 nice things that happened today? And it doesn't have to be like, I won the lottery today. It's, another day, everybody being healthy. I did this thing at work and it went really well. The client was happy, or whatever it is. It could be anything big or small, but as long as you have that mindset of gratefulness, it helps put things in perspective.
Absolutely. Yeah. It helps you see things that you're not realizing before, that you're not seeing, and see how good you have it, right? Especially when you compare yourself to other people, other situations, you realize that you have so much to give, that you're so blessed, and those blessings that you have is so you can bless somebody else. So it's definitely a good thing to do for your mind.
And really something else that's right on that same vein is staying positive, which is also staying away from negative sources of news and negative people. Focus on the positive. Now more than ever, that's more important than it ever really has been. Maybe tone down how much news you consume. Even I've done that. I'm like Mr. News of the house. I'm always reading, and sometimes even now lately, Diana's asking me, what's going on with this or that? I'm like, I don't even know. I haven't checked it yet today.
And I'm so proud of him for that.
And you know what? I'm happy I'm doing it, because it's so much negativity.
It is. It really drains you down. And this is a decision, I think I shared it on a previous podcast, that I made years and years ago, and is to stop watching news. And especially right now during this time, because there is so much controversy out there, right? You don't even know what is true, what is not, for what is going on right now. So I always say that news catches up with you, like whatever you are, you will always find out what's going on in the world. But if you find that, watching news or hearing what's going on and having to be updated is really draining you down, don't do that to yourself. Especially in a moment like this, we need to stay positive. We need to not just stay positive for ourselves, but for our children, for our family, for everybody that's around us. Everybody's trying to find that positive person, and you can be one of them. And I think really staying positive and looking for things that motivate you and inspire you is a way to maintain yourself positive.
And if you're having trouble with the news and like limiting it, set a time. Say, okay, at 5 o'clock when I'm done at work, I'll spend 15 minutes and catch up on the news, and that's it. Don't look at it before then. Don't look at it after. Just limit yourself. And there is so much, there's controversy, but there's also conflicting information. No one knows what they're talking about. Scientific studies typically last years, not weeks or a month or two.
Right.
So there's no concrete anything right now.
Yeah, and if you're gonna look at news and things like that, make sure is a source that you trust, right? Don't just hear anybody or whoever comes up with the latest news. Always try to find resources that will help you find out exactly what it is that is going on and that you can actually trust.
Yeah, be wary of memes with news in it. Take that with a big grain of salt and look for a reputable news source. Yeah.